Hey guys, we're back with our second episode. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about what tools it takes to air up a car tire. It's going to be pretty affordable. It's simple to do. So first, let's take a look at what kind of equipment you need. So I'm going to talk about the prices to let you know that, this is something that's pretty affordable for what you can do at home, what you can get yourself. We'll start with the air compressor. So this is an oilless one, so it doesn't have the intricate, motor that drives everything. It's just electric. It's as simple as turning a switch, and then air will enter the tank. It is small. This one here is relatively around $100 if you were to get it at Menards or Lowe's. So it's not very expensive. And it's pretty basic. You do have a couple of gauges on it. This gauge here tells you how much air is in the actual tank itself, and then this right gauge tells you how much air is in your line. Looking at the hose here, you can buy this whole kit. A hose, and then a couple of attachments. For about $30, depending on how intricate and how strong you want your equipment. You get a pretty cheap set for under $30. So if you were looking at getting, the air compressor as well as the attachment set, you'd only be looking at $130, $150 to be able to, do something at your own house and by yourself, so you don't have to go to Speedway, every time, or go to a tire repair place or whatever to air your tire up. But let's walk you through how some of this stuff works. So this is what is going to put air into your tire. I'll show you how that will work in a minute, but it's the same idea for attaching the hose to the air compressor. So with this being a quick attach, we pull that down, we would put that in there, and then that would be attached in there. This would go on the valve of the tire, and as we can tell, there is air in the hose, and so when we put that on the valve, it will fill the tire with air. And so the same thing with the gauge then. When we put this on the valve, and I'll show you in a second, that white end will pop out and tell us how much air is actually in the tire then. So in some of your newer cars, it may actually have a warning that tells you, which tire is low. So if we were to cycle through our settings, we would be able to see how much air is in each tire. So our left front has 31 pounds. Our right front has 30 pounds. And then that's the one we're going to air up there is the left rear, which has 23 pounds. You typically want, and it all depends on the tire, but on average, you want anywhere between 31 to 35 pounds of air in each tire. So we're going to get that 23 up to about 32 and go from there. Some of your bigger tires, you may have to fill up above 40. You just have to read on the tire specifically what it says. So before we air up our tire, I did want to show you how the kind of the blower works here. So once we push the lever, we'll see that rock, and it'll blow that rock away then. So again, for this, we can't air up the tire like this. It just doesn't work that way. So we need to put on the first attachment that we had on. So to do that, all we need to do is go over here and take out the air that is in the hose. And when that air is gone, all we have to do is push down to release, and there it goes. So quick attach. They weren't kidding when they said quick attach. So now we'll put on the one to air up the tire. Okay, so that one is on. We'll go ahead and put air back in the hose. And let's see how correct our gauge was in the car. So again, I'm going to take this, put it square on the valve. And when I do that, when I push in, it's going to be a push and then a release. Push and release. And it might be difficult to see on camera, but it has about 20 pounds in it. We know that it has 20 pounds in it, so we want to be able to put maybe 10 to 13 pounds in it. So same idea. We're going to take this. This needs to go on square to the valve itself. We don't want to bend the valve one way or another, because then that can provide damage, potentially get a leak then on the valve, and we don't want that. So all we're going to do is we're going to push straight on. Yeah, that's the sound that you want. Again, you want to try to go straight in. I'm gonna hold it here for another couple of seconds. All right, we'll go ahead and take that off. Now we'll do the same thing. We'll get our gauge. I'm gonna make sure the white end is pushed back down. So again, just a quick push. That white end will pop out, and it says about 26 pounds in. So we still have about another 6 pounds to go. So we'll keep going. All right, now, again, that is out. We're gonna go ahead and push that down, however you wanna push that back in. Test it out one more time. And we got about 32 pounds in there. So I'm just gonna double check, make sure there's 32 pounds. Again, just a quick push. And that popped out. Yeah, about 32 pounds. It's about where I want it for right now. I'm happy with that. And we'll put this back on. Turn it on there. And you've just aired up your tire. So there it was. It's pretty simple if you have those simple tools. And like I said in the video, it can be about anywhere from $100 to $150 for just a cheap, nice, simple set to be able to air up your tire. So hopefully you enjoyed. Check back next time for more tips on Arlington's TEL program. Tips for everyday learning.